you. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today with me. I'm recording this audio on November 23rd, Thanksgiving Day. I'm just reflecting on how grateful I am to have all that I have and to appreciate God for just being an amazing God to me. Today I'll be working on these Mario cupcakes. They're, let me say, moderately easy to make. The cupcake toppers are slightly technical. I use the easy cut and trace method, which should be not so hard to follow. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope the techniques are helpful. I will also be taking the time to talk about my journey with fear and anxiety. I would say I started to really battle anxiety in 2014. I lost my dad that year, and it was pretty hard because I was left with a lot of responsibility to take care of that I wasn't ready for. I had 2 younger siblings to take care of, 3 actually, my stepsister included, and it was hard because I was looked up to provide the answers to so many things. All of them actually were still in school. School fees was quite expensive, and I was left to manage the family finances, balance all our expenses, make sure that their fees were paid, and the expenses, groceries, food, medical, all of that was taken care of. And this was off the bat of just me being me. Like, I was just graduating my master's, looking forward to life, enjoying life, exploring life. I had this whole dream of starting my own business, doing my own thing. And here I was saddled with all this responsibility. And the worst part actually was the uncertainty, just not knowing where all of this would come from, all the resources, all the wisdom, all the strength, all of it is like, how do I actually how do I do it? I had no idea. And I was faced with a lot of, resistance. I was faced with having to deal with deciding whether or not to fight or to give up in certain instances. And I had to truly look inward. I had to ask myself the tough questions, let go of some relationships, re-strategize on who I wanted to be, an example to people who I knew were looking up to me. And my life changed, like, totally. And I found God, in a different way that I had known him before. And I had to lean on him for everything, because nobody my age was dealing with the things I was dealing with. None of my friends, none of my, nobody I knew was dealing with the same things I was dealing with. So I had to lean on God to provide me the wisdom to handle everything I was facing. And in a way, I felt God was kind of preparing me for what I would have to, take on later in life. It's been over around 10 years. And recently I was also faced with a major challenge, in my life. And looking back, over the past 2 years, I know that the work he did in me, 8 years ago is still what is what built the foundation for me to be able to look to him first, in spite of everything I was going through. So it's like, when it comes to fear and anxiety, I realized as he took me through the process that my fear was just faith in the wrong thing. It was me holding on to the idea that the negative things I was afraid of were more likely to come to pass than the promises God had made to me, promises of peace, of joy, of provision, of protection. It's like, I kind of believe that the wrong things, the bad things are more likely to happen. And this time around, I would say I'm much more spiritually grown, and I've been able to handle anxiety more efficiently. It's not like it doesn't come, but I look to him first, It's like my first instinct because my spirit has grown. So I feel my spirit speak words of encouragement to me because I've taken the time over the years to get to know the one whom I trust. I know his personality. I know the words he's spoken to me on different issues. So as I encounter challenges, I feel my spirit rise up and say, God is not giving you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Or I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a future. So my spirit over time has grown, and my belief system has shifted from having more faith in the negative things to having more faith in him whom I have committed myself to. So I have more faith, or would I say I have faith in the right thing now? So anxiety, fear, they will come. I don't think there's any phase of life we will ever go through, no matter how old or mature we are, where we will not feel a sense of fear or anxiety, especially in the times when we don't know what the outcome of the situation would be. But that's the beauty of the journey with God, because we get to hold on to him. We get to remember his goodness from time past. We get to dig into, the words he has spoken to our souls, and they come up, they encourage us, they remind us of who he is and the person we have committed ourselves to. And that has been my journey, and I'm so grateful to God that he entrusted me with this journey to learn of him so intimately that I am able to overcome my circumstances, not necessarily because they've changed, but because I know that even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because he is with me. He is with me. It says in Psalm 119 that I know you're always with me. I will not be shaken, for you are right beside me. So that faith is walking in that awareness of his presence, that he's right there, no matter what you're going through, he's right there. And it just makes life with Yeshua so worth it. So I hope I encouraged you today, and I hope you get to lean into who he is, and the faithfulness he has shown you in time past, and remember what his word says concerning whatever it is you're facing, and know that he is there. And he will not leave you alone. He is right there with you. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your testimonies or pray for you. So reach out to me through my email. Love you. Bye.